Hello and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Ankita Mukherjee. Muzaffarnagar in Uttar Pradesh is a powder keg. 31 people now dead in some of the worst communal clashes the state has seen. While the Akhilesh Yadav government is being slammed for its response, the BSP, the BJP and Ajit Singh's RLD now demanding precedence rule as well. We're asking tonight, is the demand for precedence rule justified, or were all parties to blame for fanning the flames in communally charged Muzaffarnagar? Joining me from ground zero in Muzaffarnagar is NDTV's Srinivasan Jain. Vasu, the Home Ministry now asking the state government also to report on the situation every 12 hours. This is by no means a peaceful situation yet.
Absolutely, Ankita. As you pointed out, the fact that the death toll has been continually rising despite claims by the police and the administration here that they have managed to contain the situation indicates, as we've discovered on the ground, that that's far from the truth. The spike of violence that we saw yesterday began with a number of 13, but it's carried on all through the night and in fact this morning, and just this afternoon 2 more deaths being reported, one from Muzaffarnagar but worryingly also one from the neighbouring district of Shamli, indicating that the communal cauldron here continues to be on the boil. Now, this is not just a matter of deaths, it's also now a matter of hundreds and thousands of people displaced. And largely the displacements have happened in a cluster of villages which we visited, which are largely Jat-dominated villages where the Muslims are in a minority. And the attacks on them, which began yesterday morning and continued all through the night, in fact, till this morning as well, have ensured a virtual exodus into these makeshift refugee camps. Here's our report on the aftermath of the riots and the big challenge now, the big crisis here in Muzaffarnagar, that first you have riots and now you have refugees. In the village of Loi, the fear and grief so raw that there is no scope for words. Loi has become a refugee camp of sorts for thousands of Muslims fleeing the latest wave of violence. We are in Loi village, which is about an hour and a half outside Muzaffarnagar town, and these are all people who've come in hundreds, perhaps even thousands, from a number of nearby villages where the maximum amount of violence has taken place. आप कहाँ से खरड़ से आए? अच्छा, कितने लोग हैं यहाँ पे अभी?
2000 लोग के करीब हैं जी.
They have come from Fugana, Kharad, Lak, all Jat-dominated villages where Muslims are in a minority. Loi is Muslim majority. They claim the Jats, who were their neighbors, turned on them. कितने बजे हमला हुआ?
हमला हमारे पास हो लिया 10 साढ़े 10 बजे, 10 और 11 के बीच में.
मेरा भाई का गंडास कर रहा है, छोटे भाई का.
हाँ, प्रधान ने उजड़वाए. जो प्रधान चाहता तो हम नहीं रहते. प्रधान ने उजड़वाए.
भूखे पिसाए किसी तनाई में हम रात 12 बजे यहाँ लोई में बड़े जंगलों में गिरते पड़ते बचते करते.
Thousands are already here, more on their way. There are trucks arriving with people almost every hour. These are the latest batch of those who have fled from a village called Kheda Mastan, not far from here. As you can see, they've literally put their belongings on their heads and they've come to the village of Loi where they feel they can get sanctuary. They say the state government, ironically seen as a protector of minorities, did nothing then or now.
प्रशासन से मदद मांगते रहे मदद. 5 बजे तभी हमें कोई मदद नहीं मिली.
अखिलेश ने ये बिल्कुल मोदी रूप धारण किया जैसा गुजरात में हुआ था. मुलायम सिंह सरकार से कुछ नहीं हुआ और सब मुसलमान कटवा के डाले.
कुछ नहीं, हमारे कुछ नहीं, खाने कोई प्रबंध नहीं है. अभी हमें 24 घंटे हो गए, हमने अब तक कुछ नहीं खाया 24 घंटे से.
At Fugana village, one of the worst hit, the violence so fresh that the flames are still smouldering. Homes abandoned, lives, belongings destroyed. This is all that's left of the homes in Fugana village, completely burnt to the ground. A violence which is so recent that you can still see the flames burning even now, and this house completely gutted, just like so many other houses in the Muslim enclave, the Muslim part of Fugana. Jats of Fugana insist they had no hand in the violence, claiming bizarrely it was the work of outsiders.
तो बताइए यहाँ पे जो मुसलमान हैं वो कह रहे हैं कि उन पे बहुत बुरी तरह हमला हुआ और वो सब उनको जान से एकदम बचा के भागे वो, तो क्यों हुआ ये हमला?
ये जो बाहर झगड़ा हुआ वहाँ पंचायत पे, उसके आक्रोश में बाहरी तत्व आए और उन्होंने यहाँ झगड़ा किया।
बाहरी तत्व आए मतलब गांव के लोगों ने उन पे अटैक नहीं किया?
नहीं, गांव के लोगों ने
नहीं, लेकिन जिनको अभी भी मिले वो कह रहे थे कि गांव के लोगों ने अटैक किया, किसी ने हमें बचाया नहीं।
गांव के लोगों ने किसी ने नहीं करा, बाहरी तत्व ने करा, गांव के आदमी ने किसी ने नहीं करा।
तो जो बाहरी तत्व हैं वो कैसे आए, मतलब आपने देखा उनको, कौन थे, कैसे थे?
अंधेरे में क्या देखते उनका, अंधेरे में कैसे देख लेते उन्हें, कुछ पता नहीं लगा। इक्कू के मौको आए, रीख मौको लिकड़ के चले गए।
बट ऐसे हो सकता है कि बाहर से लोग गांव में आ जाएं, कैसे आपको
अंदर तो नहीं गए, अंदर नहीं गए।
No one from Fugana has been arrested. At the local Thana, the SHO says he knows nothing. He has only been on the job for 25 minutes. Criminal action as yet unpunished and criminal failure by the UP government. This is the result. With Neha Masi and camera person Xavier, Srinivasan Jain in Loi village in Muzaffarnagar for NDTV. And the continuing violence has also escalated the political demands for the resignation of the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh and the imposition of President's rule, with both the BJP, the BSP and the RLD uniting in that call. The governor has also sent a very damning report to the centre about the government's inability to control the violence. The Home Ministry says that they're now monitoring on a 12-hour basis the situation in UP. But a combative Akhilesh Yadav has hit back, claiming that he's done the best he can to control the situation.
जर्नलिस्टों से लेकर के बहुत महत्वपूर्ण लोगों ने भी बातचीत की है।
Under attack but combative.
सभी लोगों को मैंने भरोसा दिलाया सरकार की तरफ से कि जो मुजफ्फरनगर में हुआ है वो नियंत्रण में आएगा। ऐसे ही राजनीतिक दल लगातार ये प्रयास में, कोशिश में हैं कि जहां कहीं छोटा विवाद भी हो उसको बढ़ाते हैं लोग।
The UP Chief Minister chose to say this after a call from the Prime Minister and at a Hajj event. Apart from condemning the violence and taking steps to restore peace, the Prime Minister assured Akhilesh Yadav that the centre will extend all required assistance to Uttar Pradesh in tackling the situation. This despite a strong report from the governor accusing the Akhilesh Yadav government of failing to preserve communal harmony. The centre claims they had warned the UP government.
On the day when this meeting was going on in the Kaval place where the incident has taken place, that day also by about 12:30, I talked to Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh that the tension is arising, we have to be alert.
Legally and administratively, the UPA government doesn't even need a governor's report to impose President's rule. But the focus is not on imposition of central rule. Politically, it understands that the Samajwadi Party is a crucial ally of the UPA government, and the focus instead is on restoring normalcy in the state.
The opposition, BJP, BSP and Ajit Singh are united in their call for President's rule in Uttar Pradesh over the collapse of law and order. But their political reasoning was different.
राजनीतिक दबाव में उत्तर प्रदेश की पुलिस और उत्तर प्रदेश के शासन को विभेदकारी आचरण करना पड़ता है।
Why send Shah here? It's a message. First place he visits is Ayodhya. Then he goes to Mathura. So, of course, BJP wants this and so does SP.
सबसे पहले ये अवगत कराना चाहती हूँ कि बीएसपी की पिछली सरकार के 5 वर्षों के शासन काल में सांप्रदायिक दंगे व तनाव से पाक साफ एवं भय मुक्त वातावरण में और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को भी मैं समझती हूँ कि अपनी जिम्मेवारी को ईमानदारी निष्ठा से निभाना चाहिए।
This is Akhilesh Yadav's first public appearance after the Muzaffarnagar riots, which has left several dead and many injured. His own father, Singh Yadav, has had to step in and do damage control. And with the governor's report actually raising serious concerns about the communal harmony in the state, the young chief minister is under tremendous pressure to act decisively. With camera person Rajesh Gupta in Lucknow, this is Anand Zanani for NDTV.
Well, that blame game after the violence escalating today. But interestingly, Vasu, when Akhilesh Yadav chose to speak out for the first time on the violence, it was right after he met Hajj pilgrims. He asked them, in fact, to pray for peace. But he also stood with them and addressed the press. A careful political positioning in a way over there?
Well, it seems to be. I mean, I think the Samajwadi Party clearly knows which its core vote bank is, and I don't think that's something they're ever going to entirely ignore. But the irony here, of course, Ankita, is that if you heard some of the voices of the Muslims from those villages who've been attacked and who've now been evicted, they're very, very angry with the Samajwadi Party. They feel they've been completely let down by the Akhilesh Yadav government. They said nobody came to protect them when they were attacked, and even now when they've huddled into these refugee camps, there's no help from the administration at all. And so it's a very ironic position that the Samajwadi Party government finds itself in, that they're being attacked both by the majority community for playing minority politics and a minority that feels they're completely let down.
All right, Vasu, stay with us as we begin our debate tonight. We're asking, is the demand for President's rule that's now being made by at least 3 of the opposition parties justified over the collapse of law and order in Uttar Pradesh? Or in a sense, were all parties blamed, equally to blame for fanning the flames in communally charged Muzaffarnagar? Joining us tonight, Gaurav Bhatia, head of the legal cell of the Samajwadi Party, Siddharth Singh from the BJP, Rita Bahuguna Joshi from the Congress, Anil Dubey, National Secretary and spokesperson for the Rashtriya Lokdal. So in a sense, we have all the big political players who have had, in a sense, a role to play in all of this. Also joining me in the Delhi studio, senior journalist Vikram Rao. But Gaurav Bhatia, the state governor blaming the Akhilesh Yadav government quite squarely, saying the chief minister failed to preserve communal harmony. We also heard the home minister tell NDTV today that there was a warning sent out, a very clear warning on the 7th when that Mahapanchayat was going on, that the situation was very, very tense. The implication, in a sense, seems to be that the state government ignored warnings.
First of all, it is very unfortunate that human lives have been lost in this communal riot. And what needs to be looked into, that the moment LIU report or the report from the center came in, actions were taken by the district administration. Senior police officers visited the area and they took all precautionary measures. But the BJP and its leaders, who should have acted in a responsible manner, were distributing a fake video which was shot outside India 2 years back and were distributing it as an incident that has happened in Muzaffarnagar. This was posted on Facebook, which was blocked by the state administration. Then it was circulated through WhatsApp and other applications, and CDs were also distributed. So clearly the BJP wanted to flare up communal tension over there because of ulterior motives and political mileage probably. But it is so very unfortunate that they have this design of flaring up communal tension over there.